Hello, today we're going to talk about the media's effects on parenting in 2013. Technology and media has undoubtedly changed the way children are being raised today. However, it is not just the content of the media, it is the actual devices and the ways they are being used by the parents that has drastically altered how children act and view the world today. Due to busy lifestyles and, quite frankly, just a lack of fully being prepared for parenthood, parents have turned to devices such as phones, tablets, television, etc. to babysit their children. However, this excessive replacement of human interaction has vastly affected how children grow up and develop. What are a few of the causes leading to this change, you might ask? Well, first, there's a difference between kids like us that grew up in the 90s and children that grow up today. Growing up in the 90s, technology used to be a privilege. As we've discussed in class, some of us had to do chores in exchange for the internet password, TV time, or to get to play video games. Now, there's an overexposure and almost an addiction to these technologies. Kids nowadays have BYOD day at school, which is bring your own device. And this exposure at school translates to life at home. Kelsey Kittner in her article examines two problems with this. The first one is this infatuation, or the constant want and need to fit in as a child. And there is a need for scheduling and structure in children's life, and any disruption from that leads to panic. And children's schedules nowadays revolve around their constant use of technology. This has led to a replacement of parenting and, quite frankly, replacement of human interaction. Parents see technology as an easy alternative for such a busy lifestyle. And oftentimes parents mask their lack of preparedness with technology. But the problem with this is it replaces human contact and interaction. The use of technology leads to a lack of full conversation between humans. Amy Nathanson explains in her article, Attachment, Working Models of Parenting and Expectations for Using Television in Child Rearing, this theory, known as attachment theory, which is early child-giver relationships shape children's views about themselves and social relationships. What this means is that ultimately the parent is going to shape who the child is when they grow up. And if the only thing that child knows is using media and technology 24/7, that's what that child will become accustomed to. And this leads to that infatuation and this separation anxiety that we discussed. So again, the more prepared the parent is for parenthood, the better they will be able to handle the challenges that will be thrown their way. Also, the parent will also be more willing to handle these challenges themselves as opposed to taking the easy way out, which is technology. How is all of this happening? Well, as Kate Wicker explains in Lazy Parenting 101, it's because of the bad habits that are forming. First of all, technology has become part of the child's life even at school. Their peers at school have devices, teachers at school have devices, and oftentimes the school provides devices to the children. This further leads to that separation anxiety. So now that we've seen how this is happening, let's look at why this is happening. A lot of reason that this is happening is because we fall short of our expectations as parents. As Beirut examines in his article, the many ways social media affects parenting online and offline, parents create this expectation of what parenting will be like. A lot of times it comes from how they were raised, but often it comes from the expectations that they've grown to know through examining parenting on social media. But the issue with this is parenting never goes as planned. Even though we have a vision and a general idea, these visions don't come true because parenting is much harder than expected, and no one could ever be fully prepared for it. Parents often underestimate the constant attention and entertainment that a child needs, so it's so easy for them to just hand over their phone or bring the tablet along to keep that child
Turn That Thing Off is an article written by Laura Padilla Walker.
where she explains how she attempts to set beliefs and behaviors before an issue arises. One way to do this is cocooning, or supervising and keeping to those standards. Another way is pre-arming, setting limits and being proactive ahead of time. A third way is co-viewing, watching with your children. And a fourth way is deference, the iron fist, shutting everything out completely. One of the websites we found was the Parenting and Social Media Facebook page. And here it even says, a place for parents to discuss and learn how to help their children use social media safely and wisely. And that's exactly what it is. It's a Facebook page where the creators post studies and blogs and links to things that teach parents how to show their kids how to use social media safely and wisely. And it shows them how not to get caught up and use it as a distraction, but how to use it usefully. So if you scroll on here, you can see that they have all these different links of things you can do. Here's a study that talks about text messaging. Here's a study that talks about how kids consume media. And so there's all these links that parents can come here and read on and then go through with their kids to teach them how to use social media safely. And if you click right here, you can like it and become a member of the page as well. In conclusion, technology has definitely had its effect on modern society. Effects have grown in extremity, and it seems that technology has replaced parenting and social interaction. This is due to how well the parents are prepared for parenthood. Parenting is a lot harder than expected, especially with busy lifestyles, so technology serves as that easy alternative or escape, which leads to the children's over-attachment and anxiety separation. So it is up to us as parents to be more prepared. Thank you.